How to be attractive. You know that feeling you get when your crush is in the same room as you and you're like, man, I would do anything to get their attention. Well, I can tell you with 100% certainty that you are not the only person who has ever felt this way before. Because wanting to be attractive to the person you like is completely normal. However, I am well aware of how daunting this feeling can be. So we thought we might help you out a bit with any issues you may be having. This is Ariana, and you're watching Sanely, your one-stop destination for all things psychology, relationships, and motivation. In today's video, we are going to be giving you some insight on how to be more attractive so that you can stop fantasizing about being with your crush and instead make it a reality. To make it a little bit easier for you guys to follow, we've broken it down into different sections, and we're going to cover them in depth so that way you understand as to why these things make you more attractive. As much as you might hate this, or may even want to deny it, physical fitness plays a very important role in our attractiveness. Now, I'm not saying it's the most important thing because it's not, but if we're going to be honest with ourselves here, which I know you are, then we both know then the first thing that we notice about a person is their physical appearance. And some people stand out more than others in this category, but the key is to try and put yourself in the best possible situation. Let me explain. On average, people are more attracted to individuals who are in shape and take care of their body. It shows that you have self-control, discipline, and that you care about your overall health. And if you're able to show this in one aspect of your life, then it's possible you show it in many others. This tip is also very quintessential if the person you're attracted to is in shape, because more than likely if they're taking care of themselves physically, they're going to look for that in a partner as well. Okay, so hopefully we can agree that taking care of your body is a great way to boost your attractiveness. Next, let's discuss a few things that can help you in this area. First is creating a workout regimen. If you don't already have a schedule of going to the gym on a regular basis, then we highly encourage you to add this into your lifestyle. It can be a little challenging to start, but we promise you that if you stick with it, the benefits you obtain over time will be worth your while. And you don't have to turn into a gym rat overnight. You can simply start by going a few times a week, but try to maintain that balance of going so that way you can avoid injury, since your body may not be too used to being pushed that hard. Next is diet. Now, this tip tends to get overlooked a lot, especially by people that already go to the gym, because they're under the impression that,
well, I go to the gym so I can eat whatever I want and it won't affect me. Ha ha ha.
However, that's not always the case for everyone. Typically, if you're not eating food that's good for you, then your physical appearance may pay the price for it sooner or later. And quite honestly, it just makes you feel like crap. Most people are unaware that their gut and their brain are connected. So the food you eat can actually take a toll on you mentally. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. But if you are not in a good space mentally, then it can take a toll on your activeness. It certainly won't help it. However, by no means am I saying you always have to be in a positive headspace and mood, because realistically, that is not possible. All I'm saying is, if you can do something to prevent negative thoughts while also helping out your physical appearance and food intake, well, call me crazy, but that sounds like a win-win situation to me. That brings us to our next topic. This is not to be confused with being cocky and acting like a jerk. Nobody likes those types of people. But setting goals for yourself and putting aside time and effort into actually getting those goals done is actually one of the most attractive things you can do. The great thing about this is that it only revolves around what you're interested in. You don't have to worry about whether or not other people think what you want out of life is cool or not, because the fact is, if you're passionate about something, then others will see that and will respect you for it, unless it's something illegal. I don't think anyone would be attracted to that, and if you are, well, you may need to reconsider a few things. So take some time to think about what you want out of life and go after it. And if you carry yourself with that same confidence in whatever path you pave for yourself, others will see it and admire you for it. Speaking of confidence, if you like this video so far, make sure to check out our other video on how to be more confident by clicking the I button. Now let's move on to, depending on your age, this is more or less important, but eventually this will play a huge factor into your overall attractiveness. Now, a raise of hands if anyone here finds a person who has no life, has lack of experience, and little to no opinion about anything attractive. Oh, that's interesting. Nobody raised their hands. And let me tell you the reason why. This topic is arguably the most important when it comes to attracting someone and maintaining that attraction, especially if you're lucky enough to get a date with your crush. Speaking of dating, if you're enjoying this video, then our other video on how to flirt without being a creep might be for you. Moving on, putting effort into your looks is important in raising your level of attractiveness. However, all of that gets thrown out the window at some point in time if you don't have anything of substance to back those looks up with. And what I mean by that is being able to have a conversation with your partner. And one way to get better at having conversations is to have life experiences to talk about. Share your opinion on topics that you may have come across and see how your partner feels about the topic as well. This is a great way to bond and get an understanding of how your partner feels about the world while also sharing your points of view. Now, a rule of thumb is to always be respectful and listen to what your partner is saying. Nothing irritates a person more than when the person they're talking to keeps cutting them off, especially if that person is really into you, because they probably really care about saying what's on their mind. Last, but certainly not least, we have, in today's day and age, style and fashion has become very prevalent in everyday life. You have those who express themselves very colorfully and wear whatever they want, but then you also have the more conservative ones who just like to stay casual. One important thing to remember is that the way you dress is a clear expression of who you are, and like it or not, people will judge what you choose to wear. So having that knowledge under your belt, when it comes to putting an outfit together, wear what you feel most confident in. Dressing to appeal to what someone else is into is not advised if you don't feel confident in it. It's not very hard to tell when someone isn't comfortable in what they're wearing. And yep, you guessed it. Not feeling confident in your own clothes does not make you more attractive, even if you think it does. So rock whatever clothes makes you feel happiest in, and I guarantee you that your happiness will be contagious. And soon you'll realize it is possible to get a compliment about your outfit and your style without sacrificing who you are. If you haven't already, we recommend trying these tips out if you've been struggling on finding ways on how to be more attractive. And once you find out that they work, don't forget to come back and let us know. In the meantime, comment down below and let us know your experience and tips with flirting, and if you would like to see more videos about girls and relationships. If you've already watched this far along, then you probably already liked the video, so show us by giving us a thumbs up and by sharing and subscribing to the channel. As a new channel, this is what motivates us to do even better. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back again soon with another video. Till then, live sanely!